What's up, folks? Mike B here with Bombero Bus. Gonna get back on part 2 of the curtains. Like I said in the first one, I showed you how I put the curtains up front, and now they're all the way around. I pretty much just used some of the curtain rods from Walmart, and I did have to do some drilling, but I kept it to a minimum, and there was a couple of places that you do have to be careful so you don't drill into your drain tubes if you have this type of bus. But it can be done. I didn't run any curtain rods along the bottom like you see some of them have. That would have been more drilling, and the bottom curtain rods would have been in people's way and real easy to catch with your arm or something like that. So I'll show you what I did. It pretty much is going to use some magnets along the bottom, and I haven't pulled everything closed yet to see how dark it's going to be in there. So it's right outside. I'm going to close them all up, see how dark we can make it, and see how it ends up. But first I'll take a pause to do something I haven't done in a while, and that's put a new sticky on the door here. That sticker comes from a buddy of mine. He has a page called, channel called The Shop Worldwide, where he works on various things. There's another one I got from him. If you live anywhere near our area, you know the story of the Crichton Leprechaun. If you don't, you can look it up. It's pretty good stuff. I like this one, the Locale sticker. That's Tambo Surf Shack down in Gulf Shores. In case you don't know, we like to try to surf whenever we can around here. There's our most recent good old Rat Bones out of the 80s. I love it. But yeah, surfing around here can be a problem. We're probably the most desperate and hungry surfers in the world. We pretty much wait for winter time and go out there and freeze. And other than that, we're storm surfers, trying to catch any storm swells that we can. But gonna get back into the curtains here and show you what I did to get all the side ones up. Okay, start out by showing you the material that I used. I have some extra here, and it was chosen because of the ridiculous sale that it was on. Also, Brianna liked it, so it was a win-win. The problem is it's pretty heavy material, heavier I found than most curtains that are being put in these buses are. So I had to get my aunt, who's a really good seamstress, to sew these channels in it. She did a great job, and they're just kind of pinched together here with some Velcro, and what's holding them out of the way is magnets. It's a pretty good size magnet, and what I'm going to do is pull everything closed. And like I said, if you see there's no rods going across the bottom to guide the bottom of these curtains. So I'm going to use these magnets to stick them to the wall. And I like it that way. I did have some rods that I held down there, and they just seem to get in the way and have the potential for causing more trouble than they were worth having. So if we look at the rods, you can see I did have to screw, but I only put one screw in instead of two, so that's less screwing, and it seems really strong enough. But these are just the Walmart rods, and then sewed a channel in the top of this material. My aunt did that for me. She's really good, and then she cinched off the bottoms, so there will be no rail going across there. My intention is that when I do close these, I'm going to use those magnets to hold the material to this metal. And if you remember the front, they worked out great. On part one, that's all I had, and that PVC has held up just fine. None of the paint has chipped off of it. I really like the way it looks. You got a different material for those curtains, which I can appreciate, because that's a very lightweight material, but it is a blackout material. So I already know that those will close, and keep it private in here. What I don't know are the others, so we're going to close it up and check it out. What happened over here on this door is there was no place for me to drill into to hang a rod. So again, I wouldn't want curtains always hanging there anyway, because that's a high traffic area. So I have material sewn up to cover that window, and when the time comes to use that, I'm gonna go with the magnets and stick them up there and just hold it on. But the main thing is, we have yet to close them all up and see what it looks like in here when that happens. So let's get to it. And it's pretty dark. I could definitely sleep in here. And it's really bright outside. It's the middle of the day, so I can't complain. So there it is from the outside when all the curtains are closed. You could always use a couple more magnets to secure some areas that you would prefer, but pretty much what's going on here is close them up. That looks good. And I can already tell you could use a couple of more magnets if you just wanted to get ridiculous about it, but I think when we go inside, so I don't think I'll do any more with it. They'll always be so let's open, do just that. And then if I ever want to sleep in it, I'll just close these curtains, a couple magnets, and we're good. What would be cool is if I could get a screen across the top of that roof and find a way to secure it down so that you could have it open at nighttime when you're trying to go to sleep. But there it is, part 2 of the curtains. Showed you how I got them up, what I was talking about, being careful about using these screws. If you don't know, these are drain tubes. Okay, so any rain that comes in gets caught in that eave will come and drain down this tube, and it comes out, goes down this wall on the inside, and comes out near your tire. So it's okay. Just be careful if you pop some screws in and or around here, that there is a metal tube that goes down here you don't want to punch through. So that's what I was talking about. Just be careful with your screws. Other than that, I call it a win. See you next time.